Hello traders, welcome to High Fund Investments, welcome to High Fund Forex. My name is Regan, here to elevate your trading skill as a trader, to put you out of the majority, to make you in the minority who are just 10% to make money in the long run in this foreign exchange market. They were going to discuss about the continuation trends. Continuation trends are one of the trends that as a trader that you should be profitable, that you should be hunting on, as they happen oftenly in the market. They happen twice, thrice a year. A continuation trend refers to price movement in one direction in an extended period of time. In this situation, price moves extendedly in a long period of time, whereby it establishes one direction, clear highs and lows, whereby it is all known that at least every strategy that follows trend is more likely to be profitable in a trading environment. So continuation trend is an extended trend which happens long term, quite a while, in very many various currency pairs. So let's go down and show how you can be noticed, how can you strategize in your technical analysis to analyze the start of a continuation trend so that you get to utilize the stream of the opportunities established by a continuation trend. Let's go down to the Euro-USD pair, a heavily currency traded pair. Euro-USD, I always encourage you to backtest your systems on Euro-USD pairs because they are heavily traded. They are heavily tricked by the big banks. Our price is always up and down. So if they are effective on Euro-USD, USD pairs, and then yen pairs, they are more likely to be positive, to create positive results in the long run with the rest of the pairs. So in a matter of time, let's go down to the chart. This is Euro-USD chart. H1 time frame. As you can see, this is a range. In the previous videos, we discussed about how you can go around and then be out of such a ranging market over here, because you are not encouraged. There is no money to be made in such a bound price, in such an area where price is ranging up and down. There is no money to be made here. Instead, you shall be giving back all that money to the market. So in the previous videos in our playlist, we discussed about this. So the fellow community already understands how we go by this. So let's go down how we can make and then identify the start of the continuation trend, and then with how we can utilize that opportunity as well. In identifying the continuation trend, this is one of a continuation trend established over here. As you can see, price was decently establishing clear lows and highs. Let me mark them over here. Let's go down. As you can see here, price was establishing clear lows, low 1, low 3, low 4, low 5, low 6, etc. It looks nice to every trader out there, but the question is, how can you go along and then utilize the opportunity in such a clear downward trend, which is defined as a continuation trend, which is bearish, by the use of the exponential moving average, which we use to determine the volume, as explained in the previous video. By the use of the MACD, the power of the MACD, we can add all this together with the MACD structure established by the market and determine the start of the continuation trend, determine the entry, the profit target, the stop loss, and the exit as well. How do we do that? As you can see here, let's look at keenly, let's look closely to the MACD below here. I'll have the MACD below here in the custom, with the custom settings. As you can see, we discussed recently, as the MACD bars are up, they are positive, implying a pullback in just a bearish trend, implying a pullback. As you can see above here, the pullback pulled, but never touch the exponential moving average, which implies volume available. As the MACD crosses first, if the MACD gives the first signal here, let me mark the first signal here. Aha, good to go. If the MACD marks this first signal here, we put our eye on it. As price is trending below the exponential moving average, price, the lower lows and highs of the MACD structure, they are a bit extended far away from the exponential moving average, implying a viability of volume. Here we trade when volume is available. If the MACD gives the first signal here, this is the first entry, and then if the MACD continues to give another pullback when it's positive and then crosses below the zero line, remember we discussed the MACD has a zero line in between here, and then the MACD crosses below here, and then the bars, the first bar turns negative. If gave out the first signal here and then gives another second signal here, when price is still clearly trending below the 200 exponential moving average, with the MACD structure, the clear lows, the pullback or the impulse movements of price are far away extended from the exponential moving average, and then the MACD gives a second signal under the same trading criteria of the setup, that implies the start of a continuation trend. That means that price is more likely, chances are very high for price to extend moving in the same direction. So as a trader, this notifies that this is the start of a continuation trend. Otherwise, the bearish movement of price in EURUSD at H1 time frame was in the continuation trend. Before all this happened here, price was currently trading. Price was currently in this environment here. So as the market gave a signal here, as the market gave a second signal here, still as well as the system was still under displaying the same criteria as the first signal that we got here. And then to give out a second signal which is here, that implies that this trend here is more likely to extend, go on and continually trend in the same extended direction for a period of time. Therefore, as a trader, as the MACD gives this signal, then it turns out to be negative. The first buy here, if it is negative, then price has pulled back already. As the MACD crosses below with the first cross or with the first bar of the market that turns out negative, whether the bar is small or long, the size doesn't matter. As long as the MACD marks negative, it signalizes an entry to go short in EURUSD, and you take that as a continuation trend. This is a continuation trend. The first signal here happens normally, but as the MACD establishes another signal in a trend, whether bearish trend or bullish trend, that signal identifies a continuation in price to continue downwards as the trader utilizes this opportunity. Our entry here, as the MACD shows the first negative bar, here entry here, stop loss above the pullback, target 1 to 2. I always encourage a normal profit target, which is 1 to 2. This is EURUSD. This was how you could note and then use the technical analysis with the power of the exponential moving average with the MACD power as well to identify a continuation trend and utilize this opportunity. Let's continue in for example in another extended pair, which is pound yen. Still on the H1 time frame. In front of me here, in front of the chart, this is a continuation of a price in a long extended period of time. On H1 time frame, price was clearly establishing. Let me mark them here. Good. Price was clearly establishing clear lows, clear pullbacks, clear pullbacks that were very clear in the market structure as price action was playing. It looks nice as a trader, but you shall always wonder how you go around, how you go about in such a kind of price action in the market. Utilize the opportunity to go long or short, determining on the current price of depending on the current situation of price. So in this scenario, price is long. It extended long above the 200 exponential moving average, with market structure displaying clear highs and lows in the same direction. The market structure was far away. Price was playing far away from the exponential moving average. All that implies volume. The first entry was here. This is the normal entry, but to notify the continuation in price as the MACD, as price continued, as the MACD gave out a second signal. If you look closely to the MACD, this is the first signal indicated by the MACD. This was the first signal indicated by the MACD as the buys turned out to be negative, implying a pullback. As price continued to extend with the bullish trend, as you can see, the MACD lately turned. As you can see here, the MACD bars lately turned negative as well here, and the price was still playing under the same criteria. Market structure still trending above, extended from the exponential moving average, implying availability of volume, and then still price is still under the same criteria of the first entry. As the market gives out a second signal here, this implies an extension of price in the same direction. As a trader, this is where I need to come in. You put the entry here, stop loss below the pullback, target 1 to 2. Let's continue up. Entry here, stop loss below the pullback, target 1 to 2. I always encourage you to target normal and decent profits to monitor, and then to monetize your win rate and then the losing streak as well. Let's continue to elaborate this factor, more to elaborate this system, this is strategy, so that you can pull it, so that you can put it into your arsenal to elevate your trading skill, and then to go ahead and collect a lot of money from the market with a simple and effective system. The more easy the system to follow, the more easy for you to follow it in the long run, implying that you are trading systematically. And then trading systematically is a key pillar you need to follow as a trader to put yourself in a position to be profitable professionally in the long run. So putting out systems like this that are simple to follow, and then at the end of the day they are making money, that is the one key thing you need to emphasize on. Keep your system easy to follow. As we can see here, the MACD gave out a first signal. Here. The bars were negative. Price was trading under the exponential moving average. The pullback never touched the exponential moving average, implying the availability of volume. This was the first signal. So if you get a second signal on the MACD, that will be implying that this is going to be a continuation trend. So let me zoom in, and then let me zoom out, then we extend with the prices, and we see. This was our second signal here. Let me mark it. This was a second signal here, which turned out to be, this was the second signal as price crossed below. With the MACD came back below the zero line. This is a clear entry under the same criteria. Entry here, stop loss above. It shows here that your stop loss was hit, but it is okay. Still, the system can give you a re-entry. As you can see, as your stop loss hit by a spike. So the MACD gave you another second entry here. Another good pullback with huge volume. Another good pullback. This good pullback here with good volume. Another good pullback here with good volume. Still, this is our entry for your system. as the market is still played the same criteria, a negative bar first, price still be trending below the exponential moving average, still the system can give you our entry here. You go by entry here, stop loss above the pullback, target 1 to 2. Let's continue. As you can see here, price continually extended below the exponential moving average, trending below with such a huge power. This is an example of how you can go by and then be identified of continuation trends and then get to utilize the opportunities as well. This is how you can go by, and I encourage you to follow the trend. Following the trend, this is how you always get your odds in your favor as a trader. We trade on probabilities. Each trade you take, the factors you imply, the environment, the price action, the criteria you follow, put your odds in favor. And one of them is following trend. By following trend, putting yourself, it adds very many several factors to be profitable to you as a trader. So following trend is a key factor. I shall always encourage that. These examples were enough to understand how you can go by the continuation of price and then get utilized this opportunity. Please like and subscribe on my channel. You watching, you following, you liking gives us more effort to create more beneficial content in this market. For any questions, please comment below. I assure your answer will be answered very soon. This is High Fund Forex. My name is Regan. Happy trading.